Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Abby. In today's video, I will be telling you guys or teaching you guys how to memorize quickly and easily. So let's get into the video, shall we? Now, the first two that I'm about to tell you guys, these two, you guys have to manipulate yourself into believing them forever. Okay, and because this is what I used to do. Okay, this was my process of memorizing. Now, the first one is there's no such a thing as good and bad memories. There is trained and untrained memories. So train your memories to be perfect. This is something you have to tell yourself every single time before memorizing anything. Okay, and your brain will eventually, okay, and slowly with the passage of time, start to believe this thing and will be ready to consume more knowledge. Okay, number two. Your biggest notebook, okay, is your brain. So don't note in the materialistic notebook, but here. So this was my process. I would tell myself every single time before memorizing anything that Abby, there's no such a thing as good and bad memories. There's just trained and untrained memories. So you gotta train your memories to be perfect. And guys, this worked. This worked. My memories were perfect because I manipulated myself into believing this thing. Okay, and it worked. So do this thing. And the second thing I would do, and you know, all of the girls would note in their books, in their notebooks, I would not. Every lecture, literally everything, I would note it here. I would tell myself, like, you know, while thinking, I would tell myself multiple times that Abby, your biggest notebook, your best notebook is your brain. So note it here instead of noting like on the notebook and then like, you know, memorizing it later. No. And I would do this. I would note everything in my brain. So, you know, telling myself this multiple times, every single day, every single time, that my biggest notebook is this, my brain. So I gotta note here, not on the materialistic notebook. And because I told myself from the really start that I'm special, I'm different, you know. So what you tell yourself, this is why I say, your life turns into what you think of it and what you make of it. So this is how I nourished myself from the really start. It was natural, but I did it. Now I calculate the whole past to myself, okay, yeah, this is how I was. And it was a very unique way that I nourished myself, you know. So this is what I would tell myself. So my brain started to believe these things that yes, I am, the brain would, you know, think like this. Oh yeah, I'm the biggest notebook she has. So she's gonna note here. And yes, I'm gonna keep it here. And honestly, it was working. I would note in my brain and like I would literally note I would not take notes. Because my belief was this is my best note. The beliefs are the thing you can memorize on, guys. Beliefs, okay? What you tell your brain is what your brain will do. What you manipulate your brain into believing is what you're gonna get. So manipulate your brain into believing these two things. Now, number third is visualize everything. Visualize it. Visualize everything you read, hear, and listen. Making picture of every word you read in your head. When you visualize what you read, you're never gonna forget it because it's gonna be like pictured in your brain. And forgetting it will become harder, okay? Trust me, I know the deal. You just have to visualize whatever you memorize. And trust me, you will never forget it. Whatever you read in the book, let it be anything. Just visualize it. For example, whatever you hear, visualize it. For example, somebody started telling you their story. Well, today this happened and my sister really just ruined it for me. She ate my whole birthday cake and didn't let me have even a single bite. Just whatever she is or he is saying, visualize it, okay? Yeah, just make this a habit of visualizing everything you hear, read, or listen literally, okay? And guess what? When you train your memories to be perfect, it will actually work. So when you make this a habit, your memories will be. Now the fourth one is repeating again and again and again. In this way, okay, your brain will remember whatever you're saying forever. Now repeating it again and again and again, not silently, but loudly, okay? Once you do it loudly, your unconscious mind will remember it too. So this will be, and like it will not be easy to forget, okay? So do this. And this is the very ordinary method, but guys, guess what? from the really childhood, my way of memorizing was loudly repeating the words, sentences again and again and again. From 1st to 5th grade, but then I changed into the first 3 steps that I said. When I changed my way of memorizing, it became so much more faster because you're not going to be repeating the words again and again and again forever. It's hard. But this is also one of the ways to memorize perfectly forever, or most like the dates, numbers, specifically the names. You can loudly say it multiple times, repeat it, and then you won't ever forget it. But you can memorize like the books by repeating it again, like that's just a lot. So you have to use the other method that I talked about. 5th one is act. You have to act like you are the teacher, okay? And then reciting whatever you are given the task of memorizing, okay? Recite whatever you have to memorize, and act like you're teaching somebody. Like act like a teacher. Whatever you are trying to memorize, say it out loudly and try to explain it to your imaginative students. Be a teacher and act like a teacher and try to teach them those words, whatever you're trying to memorize. Act like you're teaching this somebody, and trust me, you won't ever forget whatever you memorize, because now you're literally trying to teach somebody. So when you try to teach somebody what you're learning is when you put a little bit more effort into without even trying. In this way, your brain will not forget whatever you literally just memorized. Last one is, number 6 one is, read or literally repeat everything again and again and again, silently, okay? With your closed eyes when you go to bed. Okay. When you go to bed, read everything you learned and re-memorize everything with your closed eyes. So in this way, your unconscious mind will remember it forever. And guys, you will never forget it, literally. Yeah. So what I do till this day is listening to podcasts when I'm sleeping. So in this way, like the whole night, like my unconscious mind is memorizing things even I don't know of. And guys, this is so beautiful and magical. Trust me, it works. It works. So if you are a student, okay, whatever you memorize in the day, rememorize it. When you close your eyes, when you're going to bed, it's okay if you fall asleep in the process, literally, but just rememorize everything. Like go through everything what you learn in the day. Okay, when you're sleeping, it's okay if you fall asleep in the process. It's okay. But guys, trust me, that type of memorizing, the night memorizing when you in your bed and like with your closed eyes, like silently going through all of these things that you learn in the day, you will not forget it ever. Whatever you memorized, whatever you learned in the day. Till this day, when I go to bed, I turn on the podcast. I turn on anything that just I want to listen to, I want to memorize, I want to like remember, So if you're busy, if you have busy schedule in the day or whatever, you can memorize it. And if you have part-time jobs and then you also are a student and it's hard to memorize, whatever your lecture is, when you go to bed, turn the lecture on and go to bed. Trust me, you will remember it when you wake up. Trust me. This is it for today. So I will see you in the next video. Bye. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. I will see you in the next video. Bye.